That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tuck into it like I burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you ain't go get it.
Bitch, you gonna take it this time, right?
You got to pull hard. Yeah.
What up, y'all?
Hello.
So, for more to discuss, I am your host, NunFlyyer, and I'm here with my beautiful daughter and co-host, Tojo. Hey, man, we also
clean my camera off.
illustrious producer, aka Mans with the boots on the ground in this whole Meg and Tory trial things. Man, been keeping us plugged in, so he's gonna walk us through this joint. But how are you though?
I'm good. I'm not tired today, so that's good. I got my new work schedule. I'm not too shabby about it, but it's okay.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah.
Kingfish Mac in the joint. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
The Kingfish is in the building.
How you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Hanging in there. Long day. Trying to relax.
I know that's right.
A little sip, do you?
I got no sippy sip. Well, I do actually. I recently got these shots. The shot of Patron and these shots at Casamigos for when I went to the movies and seen Avatar. Snuck it in. But they put the real stuff in the mini bottles. Like whatever we get in the big bottles, that's not the real stuff. I promise y'all. Because the baby bottles, nigga,
get you hit, huh?
Man, I'm thinking like I bought like 4. I'm thinking like, all right, 2 and 2. You know, we barely even got through 2. Wasted. I'm talking about wasted. Off the little mini bottle.
So you go to sleep.
I said, oh yeah, I know something now. I know something. I'm bringing mini bottles to the party now. I'm not bringing no more big bottles, nigga.
I'm bringing big bottles.
I'm bringing mini bottles.
I'm just gonna not bring the bottles. I'm drinking chocolate.
I've been all civilized and shit, drinking out of glasses, plastic, but still a fucking glass.
Hey, that's all that matters. Nigga, you got the gold rim around it.
Right.
Real fancy. Oh, you fancy, huh?
Bougie as a motherfucker today.
You're bougie as shit.
Yeah, that's right.
We get to talking about Meg Thee Stallion, and you want to get bougie on us, huh?
Right.
So we got, seems as though we've gotten through the trial. From my understanding, they started closing arguments this afternoon.
Okay.
This trial has been full of a bunch of fuck shit.
I agree.
Here, check out my boy Mo Gagnet, Lawyer for Workers, just on the type of fuck shit that happened this morning. Check him out.
More twists than a daytime talk show. I cannot believe what I saw this morning. Walking into court for the Tory Lanez trial is like we have another video bomber. Let me just tell you this. You're not a member of the jury, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. You have no interest in this case? You can be part of the update.
I have no interest.
All right, you want to be part of the update?
I do.
Oh my God, Quan was there. I nearly lost my shit. I ran out of court. I was like, posted. Quan is there. This is the security guard. This is the only sober individual. He came.
Oh my God. I tell you, we have these family updates every night after we watch your videos.
So he came.
Quan, the only adult in the room, the only individual who was not piss drunk that night, the driver. We were all expecting his testimony. The prosecution said that we want to put this trial off for 1 week because we've never met Quan.
No.
What do you think about that?
Interesting. Because why was he never interviewed by at least the prosecution?
They couldn't find him.
Okay.
So the prosecution says, hey, we couldn't find him. He's here now. We need a 1 week continuance of this trial. Tory's team goes, wait a second. What do you mean
That's
1
the
week
whole
continuous?
Christmas.
How could you possibly need a week? How about a shorter period? They say, no, we need a week. It's been on trial now for 7 days. You see the media attention, the hype around this case. We've already lost 2 jurors. We're down to only 2 alternates. In 1 week, who knows how many jurors will be left? The possibility of the jury being tainted. Ultimately, the decision was made to rest. The defense is rested. Closing arguments are going to happen now. We're going to get this case submitted to the jury for a verdict. A verdict will probably be issued tomorrow or Friday.
Okay.
All right.
That's good.
So
I heard that too.
So, another episode in the continuing saga of dramatic bullshit in the Tory Lanez trial. Apparently, what happened today? Okay, so we know that there were 4 people in the car, right?
Yes.
There was Meg, Tory, Kelsey, and the driver.
The
right?
driver?
The driver.
Where was
Tory's
the bodyguard?
driver. That's the driver.
Okay.
Tory's driver, right? These are the people that were in the car the night of the shooting. The eyewitness yesterday testified that all 4 of them was in some kind of fucking melee, whatever, right? What I can say without sounding, or hopefully not sounding jaded, is that the eyewitness yesterday testified that he was woken by a bunch of arguing, went out on the fucking balcony, looked, seen 2 girls get out the car, them start fighting. The bigger girl go to the front of the car, the smaller girl molly-whopping her ass up in the fucking front seat of the Escalade. And then there's 2 muzzle flashes, right? Shots, whatever the fuck you want to call them, because he said he didn't see a gun, but he's seen 2 muzzle flashes come from the girls. Then they seen the little guy and the bigger guy jump out, start some wrestling or some shit. A couple of more shots go off or whatever. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so that explains the whole 5 shots thing. Okay.
So at this stage of the game, what we have is a bunch of conflicting testimony from everybody other than, well, shit, including the goddamn the scientific evidence. But
right,
all of the eyewitness testimony from the people who are on the scene all conflict, right? Megan's testimony conflicts with Kelsey's testimony, which conflicts with the recording of the interview she did with the police, which conflicts with the eyewitness testimony from this uninvolved person who this shit happened in his fucking driveway, right?
Right.
So at this stage of the game, the only we can't anticipate that Tory was going to testify. And so the only other person in the car to testify to what actually happened who was on the scene would have been the Quan dude, the driver, right?
Right.
Nobody said anything about this dude throughout this entire trial.
Entire thing, right.
Over the whole 2 years leading up to this trial, right? All of a sudden, on the defense's day, they call him as a witness, and this motherfucker's ready to testify for Tory, right? Now, along with a variety of other fucking tricks, traps, and motherfucking charlatan routines and shit that the district attorney's office has been pulling, I just look at this as another one. You need all the way until past Christmas to be able to interview this dude and find out what he's going to testify. You can do that shit in the hallway.
Right now. Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? They got conference rooms and shit, interview rooms in the courtroom specifically for that type of shit. But the whole thing was stretch the trial out, try to find something else that they can come back with and, throw against the barn, hoping there's some more they can stick. I'm not really understanding how the trial is going because, I've been on trial a couple of times and it's always prosecution, right? Then the prosecution, when they finish their case in chief, then the defense puts on their case, calls their witnesses, and then the prosecution has another opportunity for rebuttal witnesses, right?
Right.
And then closing. Fucking charge the jury, tell them motherfuckers what they're supposed to decide on, and let's get the fuck up out of here, right? In this case, it seemed like because the prosecution's office was running up against so many different roadblocks, you're trying to call a witness, this motherfucker is in Qatar, some fucking where. Y'all talking about he missing.
Turned up. He was turned up, living his best life.
Here, you guys go ahead. I got to take this call.
Okay, so I just want to chime in on tapping on what he was saying about them bringing the bodyguard out of the blue and everything like that. I think that's, like he said, just another bunch of BS that they're trying to swivel in there to try to, like the interviewer guy says, too many twists and turns. Like, I personally have not been involved in any kind of trials or anything like that in my personal life, and or watching them or just involving myself in them at all. You know what I mean? So for this to be the first one that I'm actually paying attention to, actually pouring myself into, I'm quite confused. It's very confusing. It doesn't seem like the law is doing what the law is supposed to do, regardless of who was right or who was wrong. You can't tell. You know what I mean? How are you making these decisions off of the things that are being presented? Blowing my mind.
So here's the thing about being in trial, or here's the thing about law. The prosecution has the burden of proof. So they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that whatever the charge is being filed against said defendant is reasonable, without a doubt, that dude doing it, right? Or
right.
that doing it. So in a trial, especially if it's a bullshit trial, that you'll get a lot of bouncing around because it's a lot of scrambling doing bullshit ass trials. That's why they get confusing. But in the regular ass, we got our shit together, y'all better have y'all shit together, and they got their shit together, a trial can be real smooth. They're not all confusing.
Yeah, because see, this is the first one, and outside of anything like this, the only thing I've ever really seen was the show How to Get Away with Murder. So it's I don't even watch stuff like that. I never really been into it. The only reason why I'm into it is because Megan. So it's come on, let's get this thing going. Let's make some understanding. Let's make some real points. What are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing here? What's going on? Right. It's too confusing. It's too much back and forth. It's a lot. It's really a lot.
So, Quan shows up to testify for the defense. Prosecution says they're not ready. Basically they're claiming unfair surprise, right?
Right.
So they want to, put the trial off till after Christmas, just to be able to interview this dude, last witness of the fucking trial, and before the judge could even rule on it, Tory and his team is like, you know what, fuck it. We got enough reasonable doubt right now. We don't even need another witness to be more clear about what the fuck was going on. If y'all can't see what the fuck was going on from the evidence that's put up, so far, at the very least, you should be confused.
Yeah.
So
asking deeper questions.
So with the whole prosecution not being ready for the witness thing, aren't you supposed to hand in a list of witnesses that may or may not be presented during this trial?
That's what I was thinking about too. Isn't there a certain way stuff like that is supposed to go when it comes to things like this?
So they always knew it was a possibility this man was going to show up, and they always knew that there was a possibility that this man would be called to stand, right?
Right.
So
yeah, driving.
They asked for not talking to that motherfucker before this point, right? So what the fuck you need? Yeah, why would you even?
Right. That's where my confusion is coming in at. What's the real reason for everything that's going on? Who shot who? Who shot you? Who shot you? Let me know, because
what they're about to prove is it wasn't Tory.
I really think it was what you guys were speaking on last time we were speaking on it, about how maybe it was over the guy, and she went and her, had a little woo wop in her bag, got upset, 555. You got me fucked up. You big as hell. 555. I would do the same thing. I'm a small person. That is a very large woman. Not only is she tall, but her body physique is thick. You know what I mean? So it's that's a lot to take off for a small person. So I got my look at too.
But the word is she would Meg ass though.
Hey, size don't mean nothing. But when it does come down to it, regardless how many hands you got, Megan is also an athlete. This nigga works out. She do that. So she probably got more stamina. Kelsey probably got tired and got the gap.
Yeah,
Like for
caught Meg
real,
slipping
like
in a compromised position, and then when once it was square up time, she's like, "Oh, you know what?
right. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
You stay right
I've
there."
been really thinking about everything that's been going on, and like I ain't never directly spoke to Tory Lanez, but I want to say I'm sorry for blaming you for all this for 2 long years. Because I won't even listen to none of the stuff you dropped because it was King nigga.
At least you
That
woke up.
was my bad.
You know
It
what I'm
was my
saying?
bad. I missed out on some good bops because of that. So I do want to apologize for not giving you them streams you deserve. But outside of that, it just got to be something like go ahead, put it on Kelsey, put it on somebody because if it keep going until after Christmas, 3 years, that's a long time. Like that's a long time to be doing something over something that's clearly not that serious because you done got over it, you done healed. You know what I mean? You still living. You're doing exactly what you're doing. Exactly. It was certainly
Nick
exactly,
Nass, what the biz is, baby.
What up?
exactly.
So okay, but my whole thing is this. So once they find the boy clear, I do wonder who gonna be fingered for this shit. Because at that point, somebody got to be fingered for it. Because you know the California law system is some petty motherfuckers, and
Yeah.
if they lose one,
Somebody
they
got to get
got
the
to get
heat.
one, right? You know,
Yeah.
what I
Somebody got to get the heat fast.
mean? They
Either
lose
somebody
one,
getting it for lying or
they gonna have to
somebody
get
getting it
one.
for what they did.
Yeah, yeah, for wasting the motherfucking people's time like that.
Well, I know one thing, right? Um, Los Angeles County justice is different for a nigga that ain't got no fucking resources.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Because
yeah. Oh,
if this would have been one of us, right? We was in the exact same situation, no money behind it, motherfucking public defender and shit, arguing furiously and some more shit. At this stage of the game, the prosecutor's office would have come and offered a nigga some fucking
hellified dick.
probation or some
Yeah,
shit, right? Let's
yeah,
get rid of this shit here. We
right.
don't really have we don't want to suffer the
It's the
embarrassment nor
conspiracy that
lose
is
the money.
creating. That's why they're trying to roll it out. Is the publicity, everybody on it. It's something that's trending really hard right now. Like that's what it
Yeah, but
is.
see, the district attorney's office shouldn't give a fuck about that though. They should be on a search for the
But
truth, for
but
justice, right? It seems like the district attorney's office is a paid attorney for Megan.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. But money talk, boy.
yeah,
Money talk, bullshit walk. Like just like politicians, they supposed to be for the people. You shouldn't have to have billions of motherfucking dollars to win a fucking campaign for anything, let alone the fucking president. You know,
right,
but you
I
right.
know,
wonder how much money the Rock Nation contribute to the
a
district
lot, my
attorney's
nigga,
race.
a
You know,
You
they
lot.
just
already
had
know
a
they got
vote
their
2 years
the
ago.
All that
best of
shit
the best. They
talking.
went out, who they went deep in the game and got that shit for real.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right? Yeah, keep it safe. Allegedly, but bruh,
Drug rapping Rock Nation, nigga. That's hilarious. Hilarious, nigga. But yeah, all that shit is political though. So yeah, niggas is funding dough
but
into
they're
some.
not though. Like you said, she's political, but it's not coming off like that.
Well, I
Like
mean,
it's real bullshit. Like for real.
it's
Like
not
what are
supposed.
y'all doing? What are y'all really getting paid to do at this point? That's my question. Like now is this to the point where it's like, okay, what's really happening? Is y'all niggas staying late in the office to figure this shit out, or is y'all just when y'all leave out of court, y'all niggas going to get drinks? Because that's what it seems like. Like what's really going on?
Yeah, because they fumbling through this bullshit.
It's a game. It literally is like for this to be the first, like I said, for this to be the first case that I'm following, the first trial that I'm like, no, it's pointless. Like, what are y'all doing? I don't even want to watch it. Like at this point, nobody's telling nobody. Megan, you're lying. It was glass. You kicked the window. We're done. Like that's what's going on right now at this point. Like that's how I'm feeling right now. Like that's what's going on. Like love you, Meg, but no. Like come on, for real.
I, but it's business though. Law in itself is business, especially when you're dealing with people of that caliber. It's a business, man, and you know that's why you got to get the best lawyers to fight against. You know, pockets against pockets. You know what I mean?
Well,
But at
somebody pockets need to get a little fatter so we can wrap this up.
well,
Because I'm over it. I'm over
it's
it.
not over. like they said, my man said they went to closing arguments today, Matt.
Yeah, but they didn't get through them.
Oh, okay.
So
So we
they'll
gotta wait till
probably
like
finish.
tomorrow or Friday.
They'll finish closing arguments tomorrow, and then the jury will get the case probably tomorrow after lunch.
Come on, like y'all, like come on. I hope tomorrow is the last day. Dun dun dun. Kelsey, you, Megan, you, whatever. Come on, Tory
But
Lanez, go home. Be with
mind
your
you,
child.
it's still up in the air. You know what I'm saying? You never know
But it's
what the
like
fucking jury
how?
might
That's what
do.
I'm saying. If you have everybody that's involved present, if you have all the evidence right here, and then, well, I get it because evidence keep just dropping here and there. This ain't this and that ain't that. So it's
You know, they got things such as DNA. They got hard evidence that proves shadow of a doubt. I mean, cast a shadow of a doubt. So I mean, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Even it shouldn't be up in the air. Like, but you got 12 people. I'm thinking at the worst a hung jury, but either that or that dude is being acquitted. And the only way it'll be a hung is because niggas is on some hate shit. You know what I'm saying? Some secret hate shit. But
yeah.
I don't see with all the technical evidence this man being fucking found guilty for shit.
I know I would like to be in the courtroom to hear the defense's closing because, you know, okay, so they have a theory in law. The judge will actually charge the jury, right, based upon the closing. But the theory is this. If you have a working theory that covers all the evidence, if you have two working theories and both of them cover all the evidence, right, then you must err in favor of the defendant, period.
Okay.
Right. So if the defense can go up and paint a picture of something that could have happened, right, based upon all the evidence that is in, right, then he should be acquitted. And in my estimation, the story I would tell based on the preponderance of the evidence is that, you know, tripping about, you know, this nigga trying to fuck on Kylie Jenner. Meg is drunk, you know, fucking obnoxiously drunk. Kelsey is as well. Shit gets revealed, you know, because they all mad because Meg then blew up the fucking spot, right? They all in the
Right.
shit arguing. Um, I didn't tell you guys this because yesterday, Megan's fucking stylist actually came and got on the stand, and he was about the most direct from all reports. He was about the most direct and clear uh, witness that just wasn't with that. I don't recall, you know, and trying to paint a particular story. He just told
Yes.
what the
Right.
fuck it was and shit, right? EJ. And the story that he told, aside from, uh, you know, the shit that Meg straight up lied about, uh, which was that she wanted to go, that it wasn't no argument or nothing going on in the party, blah blah blah, all this bullshit, right?
Right.
He said that she didn't want to go, and he had noticed that she had been, you know, on some obnoxious ass behavior. What he had recognized to be how Meg gets when she is drunk. She gets beside herself, right? And the girl said some slick shit to Kylie Jenner, right? Like Kylie said something, and Megan said, "Damn, bitch, I thought you was a fucking lame." Ha ha ha, some shit like that. And Kylie kind of looked at her and just kind of, you know, ignored it. You know what I'm saying? But at that
Very
point, the
non-confrontational.
stylist, he told Kelsey, "Look, come on, let's go get these motherfucking bags. It's time to go. Fuck this, right?" So as Kelsey packed her own bag. He packed Megan's Louis Vuitton bag, right? On defense cross examination, he testified that on various occasions, when they are moving by themselves without no security, they have employed several different methods of securing themselves, including tasers, fucking some kind of batons, and at some point he may have saw something that he thought looked like a handgun, but he wasn't sure. He didn't touch nothing. He just minds his fucking business, right? So we establishing that they generally carry some kind of fucking defense with them when they're not with security. They're not with security, right? It's the middle of the fucking night, right? And here's the important thing. When he packed the bags, he put them in his car first. They left, or before they left, Megan and them came out and said, we riding with Tory. He took the bag and put them in Tory's Escalade in the back. But the picture that the police showed of the scene, the bags was in, Kelsey's bag was in the fucking, in the middle seat. And I think Megan's little bag was in the front seat.
Right.
And shit thrown all over, this, that, and the third. What the fuck y'all in the bags for?
Oh.
Well, okay, so then Megan shot herself?
Huh?
So then Megan shot herself?
Nah, because she didn't know where the pistol was, but old girl could have because she packed the bag.
Right.
Oh, okay. I got it. I'm on it. I'm catching it now.
But that's
so if I'm painting the story as a defense attorney, I'm gonna say that, you know, it was the drama in the car about community dick.
Right.
This nigga is on some fuck you bitches, everybody drunk. This nigga talking shit, disrespectful too, but it's his car. You bitches, stop this car, man. You bitches get the fuck out of my shit. When they get out the car, they both go back to the back of the car or whatever. Boom, little squabble ensues. Megan fucking thinks she did her shit. Try to walk to the front of the fucking car, jump in the fucking front seat. Kelsey fucking runs behind her. It's Molly whopping her ass or whatever and shit, right? And in the midst of whatever, right? Motherfucking already went in the bags.
Okay.
Feel what I'm saying? Either before the fight, had to be before the fight or while they was in the car rolling, talking shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I would say in the car because before it doesn't really make sense.
Right. So out comes the blammer. Bitch, I'm from Houston. Blam, blam. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's pop, pop, pop. Kelsey, watch this. I mean, not Kelsey. Tory jumps out the car and says, damn, bitch, and grabs Kelsey. This is where Megan gets the damn bitch.
Yeah.
Grabs Kelsey's fucking hand. The gun goes off 2 more times. They wrestle this bitch to the fucking ground. Whoop. Fucking bodyguard, the driver, he grabs her roughly over his motherfucking shoulder and slammed her down. Megan crawls over to the driveway. And Tory, because remember, Tory walked over to where Megan was and was like, are you all right? Whoop. And Kelsey says she ran up to jump in between Tory and Megan to protect Megan. But remember, the dude that was on the balcony, the white man, says they all began to tussle. When the girl had crawled over, presumably Megan, to the driveway, the guys are standing over her. The girl comes and they all begin to tussle. That is a bitch still going 1386, right. Still wild as a motherfucking nigga, and took the pistol from her. The bitch is still fuck that bitch. I'm gonna get you. Woo, woo.
Right. All that. Getting her off of her, right. Megan hop
you got that same energy.
He trying to keep them all trying to do that. Yeah, that's that whole little scuffle right there. Like
right.
Man, till the police show up.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey.
How you doing? Yeah, that's where that whole them scuffling at, the breaking them, trying to calm old girl down. Meg probably hopped up on some, what's up, man? And they trying to keep them away from each other. Blocker. Yeah, I could see that happening too.
That made very much perfect sense. Yeah.
Which is generally how that shit happens. In a
Yeah, I would
perfect,
set that shit on the jury and let them roll with that.
yeah, at the height of an absolute nigga moment. That's exactly how it goes. And
Right.
that's the apex of the nigga moment. Then the police come, and then the crescendo happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers hear ones coming and shit. Because that's what the dude said. He said they all the two dudes grabbed the big girl, and he said, I thought they were gonna throw her in the river. What the fuck, right? They put her in the car and they got the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we need to get the fuck up out of here, bitch. You done shot this motherfucking gun. This girl limping and shit. Let's get the fuck out of here. Your asses didn't make it too far though. What they made it like a block.
Swooped up on their ass like, yeah, get on out of here. Hold on, hold on. Y'all think y'all going? Hey, but that's crazy how, okay, to me, or for me, how they wasted the people's life and money and shit for 2 years, right?
Over yes.
Yeah.
Nick, here's the funny shit. The nigga didn't have on those swimming trunks, right? The dude, EJ, the hairdresser or whatever he is, fashion dude, stylist, when they asked him, did Tory have a gun in his swimming trunks? That nigga said, no, they said, did Kelsey have a gun in her bathing suit? He said, no. Said, did Tory have a gun in his swimming trunks? The nigga said, he didn't have no swimming trunks on. He had on drawers. You know he a gay dude, right? He ain't had no swimming trunks. He had on drawers. And then the prosecutor, whoever it was, had to ask him, what? He had on what? He had on drawers, like boxers.
I am so weak.
Imagine this though, right? This nigga shows up at the motherfucking Kardashians.
Right.
And somebody is saying, you don't need any swimming trunks. Just
get
I know you have on boxers.
Yeah. Like,
This nigga's in here dick swinging and some more shit, right? About
Yeah.
to knock down the billionaire broad.
Yeah. Whole
Hey,
time.
soon as they told that nigga, man,
That's why he was trying to get Kylie. That bitch
just
was
hop
on
in there.
Forbes.
That nigga had to be mad.
Kylie, the $1 billion baby, she was on Forbes. He trying to get Kylie.
Come on,
Hey,
the most expensive one.
And
So
man,
look,
Stallion, you in
though,
here
right?
cock blocking. Come on,
look,
man. I didn't knock both of y'all down already. Come on, stop playing.
Hey, so look,
That's
though.
what it is. He like, you're not about to do that to me. Not in my face.
Petty nigga, I be the nigga in the crowd like, this bitch being there, she don't have an extra pair of shorts around this motherfucker nowhere.
Right. Facts.
Bitch, you can't get those shorts helicopter in this bitch for your boy.
They do. That's what's crazy. They do. It's what Max said. They was on some freak shit.
That nigga Tory was
they
like,
do
I'm
got
working
extra
with
shorts.
That nigga said, I'm trying to create a print around this bitch. I'm trying to excite some shit.
Hey.
That nigga said, I want that white wop.
Hey, I can tell you this. I can tell you one thing.
That nigga said he wanted that Armenian wop.
I can tell you one thing. That young billionaire wop at that though.
Right. That young fresh billionaire wop. Yes.
I can tell you this though. The goddamn stylist noticed. That's for sure.
Yeah, because he said he had on drawers.
Yeah, the goddamn stylist noticed.
He was keyed in. Oh, this nigga was keyed the fuck in. This nigga came in with a perm down to that nigga's perm was longer than my dreads.
I could not
or it was a lace front.
Right, definitely was probably a lace front. Popping off, bust down.
Hey, I was tripping off your girl Milagro Graham's lace front.
Lace front? That nigga had a full lace. What y'all talking about?
Yeah, 360.
However it go.
360.
That nigga shit was breathing like a motherfucker.
360, yes.
I bet you snatched that motherfucker off after the trial, though.
No, he did. Yeah, for real. Yeah, not.
I bet you that much.
Sick of it.
Oh shit!
Gotta love LA, goddamn. Gotta love LA, goddamn. What the hell is this, man? What the hell, bro? Oh, fuck. Hey, but for real though, I think this was a complete waste of people's time.
I feel like this was a complete waste of time. I don't even think we have an hour worth of a show. That's how bad it was.
Right.
Like,
the girl is live right now.
Who is that? Milagro? Which one?
See if I can add her live stream.
Why can I not say that woman's name? Hey, her lace front is dope.
Milagro-grams.
Yeah, her shit is her shit is peeled all the way back to like right here though, and then she got the little baby hair like right here.
I don't know who y'all talking about.
See, bam.
That I
Oh,
asked
she got a big
fight
old
when
forehead.
Megan was on the stand, and she ain't say nothing about a fight.
Can y'all
He
hear
said
that?
they accused my client of beating Kelsey. He said, but where his charges at? He say if Tory had beat Kelsey and they really felt like that was something that they could have a foundation for, why they ain't press charges against Tory for whooping her ass? They tried to throw them bribery charges up there. They threw their negligence charge up there. Why y'all didn't accuse him? Why y'all ain't giving no charges for that? Okay. He said,
Look at
my
her
client
notes,
was
homie.
trying to save the black woman. Y'all sitting up here talking about got hurt.
See her
Bitch.
notes, her notebook in
I
front
wanted
of her.
to slide down
Looking
in
at her
that seat.
titties and shit.
Y'all remember the commercials about
They
them
not like
telling
her.
them not to do
I ain't gonna
drugs?
lie. I was looking at the titties.
Bitch,
Yeah.
I say,
I'm not
damn,
gonna lie.
this shit.
They not like hers
I
though.
said, bitch, you could have bought me for $1. What the hell is you talking about? He said my client was trying to save the black woman. I said, oh, come on. He was giving it to him, bitch. He was selling it. He said Sean Kelly and Megan have very different stories. He say, how in the hell did my client shoot 4 or 5 times when Kelsey shot first? Common sense, bitch. The gun was fired 5 times and they emptied that hoe. So that means it was only 5 bullets in it. If Kelsey started shooting first, how in the hell Tory shot all the shots? Per Sean Kelly. Not logical, reasonable doubt. And so he said, why the pause? He said, I challenged Kathy Tyndon to get up here and explain why it wasn't a straight 5 shots and it was a pause. He said, my challenge stands. He said, why did Mr. Kelly say that Kelsey went to the car? He said, how can you believe anything that Megan or Kelsey says? He said, ain't that the definition of reasonable doubt? He said, EJ told y'all that he told Megan plenty of times that her wig was coming off and she didn't want to leave. He said, but even though she said that that's the reason why she left was because her wig was slipping, you didn't ever want to leave because your wig was slipping. So what the hell are you talking about? They said, y'all don't believe that she was jealous? They said, did they all leave together like Megan said? Because Kelson and EJ said that they left the first time. Megan didn't acknowledge that they left before they was at the house. Megan said everybody left at one time. EJ was already gone. That's why she rode with Tory. And that they just all left that time. No. He said Kylie had to throw her ass out. And he said, what has Megan been truthful about? What? He was waiting on the answer. He said Megan said that she wasn't involved in the argument. He said Megan stopped at the bus stop, but she ain't tell y'all who told her to get back in and who convinced her to get back in. Even though Kelsey said that Tory got out damn at the same time and told her to get her dumb ass in the car because you are literally in a bikini with no shoes on at 4 o'clock in the morning in LA. Like, what are you doing? This is nigger shit. This is just stupid shit. So,
not nigger
he
shit.
say Megan said that she saw Tora shoot over the window and that she was walking towards the front. He said, well, everybody else said that she walked towards the back of the car. He said, was there a door that he would have been able to shoot over if Megan was walking towards the back of the car and he got out on the passenger side? That's the question.
Right.
No. What would he be shooting over if she walking behind him?
Exactly.
You have an answer for that? Okay. He said her own Instagram post said that she was facing the back. So she didn't see shit. And he said she said that in preliminary. Now y'all can pull up the transcripts. That's what she said. And she put it on Instagram. I was walking away facing the back. That's what she said. He said the blood trail. We know she bled in the driveway, but where did it start? We don't know. He said, what kind of investigation was this? They was using papers for placards. He said, she said that she never fought with Kelsey. He said Megan Pete took a damn oath and lied to y'all ass. I'm cussing, but that's basically what it said. He said, let's get into this dance bitch claim. He said, didn't nobody else hear that shit but Megan. He said Sean Kelly ain't heard nothing like that, and he was right there. And Kelsey didn't hear nothing like that, but she was right there. He said Megan came up with that shit months later to explain why she turned around. And I said, damn, you good. So let's get into it. When Megan originally gave statements, she did not say anything about no damn dance bitch.
Nope.
That is not what she said. But by the time other people got involved, now she's saying he said dance bitch.
Other people
that gave
being
her
Rock
a reason
Nation,
to turn around
allegedly.
and to be able to say that she saw him. Because what reason would she have turned around for if she wouldn't have heard him say something? So the prosecution painted a picture that you had to throw that in and you lied to give you an excuse to be able to try to act like you saw that nigga when you really didn't. That's basically the implication. He said Megan came up with that shit months later to explain why she turned around. He said Megan was drunk and mad and aggressive. He said, damn, she might have lied the first day, but then she kept on lying. What was the reason for that? He said they want to accuse my client of bribery, but they ain't pressed no charges on that either. He said, what are charges on it? Well, as you know, let me go blow my nose. He said, as you know, that shit got thrown out. Ain't no charges.
Love that shit. She get on shit.
You're so funny.
I had to give me a Kleenex. Okay. He said, ain't no damn charges for no bribery. So why is we talking about bribery? Ain't nobody proved that shit. And so he said, the apology came, and then he allegedly said, I'll give you $1 million. He said that was 4 days after the incident that she was talking to police. He said Megan got her ass up and said she didn't want to say nothing and she don't deal with police. And in our community, you know, people don't like snitches. But Megan, that's a misrepresentation because you had already talked to the police.
Right.
He said she ain't he said she accused Tory of posting shit or getting his team to post shit, and she said that's the reason why she said something.
But
he
said
said, but from July 12th to the 16th, which is when Megan finally said something, he said ain't nobody produced nothing that Tory or his people said.
Wow.
So what the fuck is that at? If you only came out and said something because Tory people had said something, can you explain to us what the hell was said, Megan? Because we ain't seen a damn thing. Shade Room, do y'all have it? TMZ, y'all supposed to have every damn thing. Did an independent source? No, I'm finna have to charge it. But yeah, I'm just like, bitch, what? And so he said when Megan initially was talking about what she felt and what was going on, she ain't said a damn thing about George Floyd. He said Megan also said that she didn't even know she was shot and she didn't want to make false allegations.
Hey, Autumn.
How do you ever say that you didn't know you got shot and you don't want to make false allegations when you claim that you saw the person that shot you? Does that make sense?
Wow.
These hoes giving me indigestion. I had to burp, excuse me. He said, why wasn't the interview with Megan recorded? They sitting all up on fucking phone lines. He said, y'all doing interviews with the main witness and y'all don't record y'all interactions. He said, what's up with that? He said, what was more newsworthy? Megan getting shot by Kelsey or Tory? Oh, wow. He painted this picture that bitch, it was profitable and it was more traction for Megan to say that Tory did it versus Kelsey. He said, wow, Megan got shot and that sucks. But to sit up and mislead people, that ain't okay. I said, I know that's right. He said, it's been so bad for Megan, but she's been winning Grammys, went #1, got all these deals and all this. He said, wow, what a horrible career situation. And see, we got to stop with the narratives. Y'all want to sit up here and pretend like Megan had to suffer so much after that shooting, like that shit did not propel the fuck out that girl.
Has speaking parts and everything.
What planet did y'all be on?
Yeah.
Is it Earth? I don't know. So he said Tory the one that suffered. He the one that had to go through being accused of a whole bunch of shit without y'all ever hearing what he had to say. His family done been motherfucking ridiculed and everything else without y'all hearing what he had to say. Then he said something so very important. He said, Megan said that she had nerve damage. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Megan said that? He said, but the doctor that operated on her, that the prosecution called up, said there was no nerve damage. And that's a fact because I told y'all last day. I wrote it down. Y'all can go read the transcripts. The doctor that helped with the fucking procedure said Megan had no damn nerve damage. So the physical therapy and the I can't walk and, you know, it's hard to talk and I got shot 2 times and I ate that shit. Bitch, we're confused. Okay, what's going on with that? He said Megan's career has skyrocketed. He said Megan came forward because her team told her to. He said probation. Tory was never on no damn probation. He said, is there any evidence of Tory being on probation? No. He said he had a situation and got a diversion. He said, but that shit was closed in 2017, and you would still have had to have gone to court to be put on probation. So that still wasn't a fucking truth. He said, why did Megan? Oh damn, bitch, they poking my voodoo doll. My back got a damn pain in it real quick.
They doing what?
Bitch,
her voodoo doll.
Whoa.
So he said, why did Megan lie about a sexual relationship? He said Megan lied due to her image. He said, how would it have looked for them to report that she slept with Kelsey Mann and ended up getting shot? He said that wouldn't have been a good look for the hot girl. He said, let's talk about Kelsey and her damn immunity and invoking her Fifth Amendment rights. He said, if Kelsey had no reason to invoke them, why would the judge allow it? Get into it. He said, Kelsey said, I lied to protect myself. He said, yeah, she did after she found out that she had gunshot residue on her ass and the witness was about to say that she shot that damn girl. So then he said, Kelsey didn't want to talk to nobody for 2 years. But coincidentally, after she found out that she was going to be named as the motherfucking shooter, she ready to voluntarily talk to the prosecution. Yeah, okay. I said, shit, okay. He said Kelsey said she was trying to free herself.
Everybody is on her
she
shit right now. Choke, no joke,
academics. All right. He said, let's go over use and transactional immunity and the definitions. Use immunity basically means that you can say something on the stand and it can't be used against you, but you can still perjure yourself. And if they, find enough evidence otherwise to convict you or something, they still can. Blanket immunity, transactional immunity, is complete immunity. You can get your ass up there and say, bitch, I shot the president, and they can't do nothing. That's blanket immunity. She did not get that. He said, why only use immunity? He said, because with the gunshot residue and Sean Kelly's testimony, that could still have been used against her. He said, do you think that Kelsey would have got on that stand and said that she did anything when she could have still been prosecuted? He said, even though Kelsey got up there, he said when Kelsey did the interview in September, that was not evidence, that was not under oath.
Right.
But he said Kelsey lied in that interview to appease people. Right. But when she got on the stand, she had to tell the truth because she didn't want to perjure herself. And that's why she needed the protection. Logical shit to me. Why would Kelsey need it at all?
Math is mathing to me around this bitch.
He said if Kelsey was there for Megan and she didn't do nothing, why does she need so many lawyers? He said, what the hell was Kelsey worried about? He said the only person that changed their story was Mr. Kelly after he talked to the prosecution. And he said, and why didn't they mention Sean Kelly? Why wasn't he one of their witnesses? He said that audio wasn't no damn evidence. He said, but her testimony could have been perjury. He said Kelsey sat up and said that they bumped into one another, but she act like it wasn't no fight. Child. He said, we relying on some drunk hoes. Really? He said Megan was drunk, Kelsey was drunk. This is what we relying on. He said they was passed out drunk, Kelsey was, and they drank some more. He said, are these women credible? He said Megan lied, so y'all need to throw out all of her testimony. He said Megan ain't say nothing about backdooring Kelsey, but Kelsey said, yeah. Then he gonna say,
that's crazy.
Bitch, I
if
was
the term backdoor is a legal term.
I didn't want to say his name because I didn't want the media to run with it. He said, but Kelsey said, this ain't the first time you did this to me. You did this with Ben Simmons. He said Ben Simmons' name in court again today. I said, John, what is going on? He said, my client told him that he fucked them both and they got mad. I'm being more black and white with it. Obviously, he's not cursing in the courtroom and all that kind of shit since y'all take everything as a Bible. But, that's what happened. And so he said, who got the motive? Like, who actually has the motive? He said, Tory only 5'2", Megan big as she 5'11". He said, and Sean saw the fight. He said, Tory didn't pull her hair out, Kelsey hair out. Megan, the witness, say he saw the women fighting and pulling hair. He said Kelsey sent that damn text message to Justin to set up an alibi. Because if she knew what she had done and she started that shit, then that would put her ahead of the game. He said Sean Kelly said that he saw a woman with the gun first. He said, let's talk about the damn jail call. He said they want y'all to believe that Tory apologized for shooting her, even though that's not what he said. And he said that he was being recorded. He said Tory knew he was being recorded. So why the fuck would he apologize to Kelsey if he shot Megan? He said the only thing he was really apologizing for was the fact that he should have never let the cat out the bag. they was having sex. So
Yes.
he said, we got to follow the law.
Yeah.
All this damn circumstantial evidence. He said Kelsey already was gone from the damn police station when Tory talked to her. So what the fuck would he have been asking her for? Or trying to get information from her for, to try to stop her from talking to them. She was already done. He said Kelsey didn't go up there to the hospital as no good friend. He said she needed a ride from the station. So Jilly picked her up, and Jilly was already going over there. So Kelsey went too. He said, baby, this ain't that. Kelsey wasn't that damn concerned him trying to take her ass up there. He said there was no statements about a shooting at that point. He said he was sorry to Kelsey for spilling the beans. And Megan was just mad about Kylie. He said the reason why Tory said that he was the one that was going to get backlash in a phone call was because he was the one that was in custody. Everybody else got let out. Who in the fuck else was going to get backlash but him? Duh. So then he brought up Officer Cabral. He said Officer Cabral, when I'm asking questions about shit, said that the clothing was unisex. He said, was bikinis and shit unisex? Do you really think the Tory ran bikinis and shit? And then so he said, and once the bag already open, he said Cabral got up here and said Kelsey looked distraught, but didn't know nothing about how Tory was feeling, even though she was standing right in between them, and she's supposed to be paying attention to everything going on. Bitch, the prosecution said objection. I said,
how you gonna object on the closer?
just lose in peace. Shut the fuck up. And so they said, you mean to tell me the officer ain't heard nothing from Tory? They said Tory also asked Megan if she was okay. But I guess they want to leave that part out too. Okay. They said, let's wrap up for the day and come back tomorrow. So that's where they stopped that at. And then that's when I found out that that lady Jody Little was like, oh no, I'm lying. Pause. The defense also said, I only got 2 minutes left and I'm gonna come right back. I see the timer up. He said when Jody Little came up there, she wouldn't answer me. But when the prosecution got up there, she remembered exactly what they was talking about. He said, I showed Jody Little the damn lyrics from Bustin' Back, and she still played crazy. But when the prosecution asked her something, she remembered. He said, y'all remember me saying, oh, you remember that, huh? And she laughed and said, yeah. Child, I say, yeah. He said, do you really think that she's neutral? And then that's when I found out that they had found Justin and they was trying to get him in the courtroom. He said, come back for the shit the next day, and whoop. And that's what happened today. This shit finna run out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. She's a liar.
So now they're saying they found the bodyguard.
That nigga came back from Couture. The shit is right. Argentina one, yeah. This thing for the pop up in court, like, man, this bitch be tripping. Let's go home.
Right. I hope that's literally, because I love how she broke that down. I was like, literally.
Hey, she be in the court though with the
She's
notes.
so funny.
So she look like a book.
She's so funny.
Real spill.
Fuck my whole little 3, 6, 8, 9 lines up. I got.
Hey, I'm not going.
I got shit like and the song and the song lyrics too. That bitch was all in the song with it, and she was in the song with it though. Like nigga, they decipher that shit, stupid bitch. You ain't learned nothing from the Chicago drill rapping motherfuckers. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Well, not Chicago. Don't put Chicago on blast. My bad, Chi-Town. But drill rap in general.
That's drill rap.
Drill rapping, yeah. You know what I'm saying? My bad, Chi-Town. Hey, Michael Jordan. All right. You say Michael Jordan, niggas from Chicago, calm down. You know what I'm saying?
Where told you?
Oh, no, there she goes.
There she goes.
Hello.
Shit. But yeah, though, I think it was a complete waste of time, though, at the end of it all. And I hope Tory Lanez sued the shit out that girl, woman.
Oh, man.
Stop disrespecting her like that. I hope he sues
that. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna wish that on a hot girl, but like, she ain't right. Lying is not right, especially not in the, don't be lying. Especially about no man's life. Like that's like somebody's life. That's his character. A lot of people doubted that man, came down on him. You know what I mean? Grilled him, grilled his family, and everything like that. So I definitely feel like sue that bitch. I'm sorry.
Right. You gotta let her have that. You gotta let her
I
have
try
it.
to make an
You gotta let her have
excuse.
it,
I
man.
just had to let it out, like
I don't want to waste no prison time on the broad, but you gotta let her have it.
Yeah, definitely.
That bitch. Because she came up on your misery, my nigga. All on your misery.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Megan.
You know what I'm saying?
Megan. Like
See, hey,
damn.
it's also dope to hear from an actual fan though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because again, I'm sure Megan Thee Stallion just go, they gon' go through it, pay the man what he want, get her back in the business. It is Rock Nation. It ain't like they don't got it.
Right.
So I mean, it'll be all right. She'll be all right. She was on She-Hulk, so she cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she turned up. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen that, I was like super duper duper duper
You
excited.
just
Like
can't trust her. You just
I
can't
was
don't
turned up when I seen that. I was like, oh my god. So first originally I thought Megan was She-Hulk, right? So I'm like, oh my god, right? I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. So my boyfriend turned and I'm like, turn out this little shorty thing. I'm like,
Yeah. She only had a few lines.
who is this? So then I seen the whole shape shifting thing, and I was like, okay, I see how they rolled her in there and put her a part of that. Okay.
Man, she was dope.
Yeah, when it was twerking, that like charm you. I don't know, it's like my favorite part.
Right, yeah. You did get their twerk on. I was like, nigga,
Love,
what the hell?
and it was even more excited for me because Hawk is my favorite like ninja, so I'm like freaking out.
I think she'll bounce back. There ain't no thing but a chicken wing. She made a mistake. She was drunk. She young. She aight. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know if it's a mistake because you still kept lying even after you wasn't
Well, I
drunk.
mean, because he already lied, so you might as well just run it on out. Ride that wave till you hit shit.
I don't know. I would have been like, honestly, I just do not remember what I was saying.
Ride that bitch out.
I would have put a Kelsey. I beat the fan.
Blame it on the alcohol. Ain't that what
Hey, blame it on the goose. Got you feeling loose.
You know what I mean?
All right, well, I'm about to duck out, you guys. I appreciate y'all letting me on.
Thank you for coming in with your insight. It was amazing.
You did us a great justice today.
Yeah,
good looking.
For me, like I told you, it was all over the place in my eyes. So I don't even know what to look for.
Yeah, but I told you I didn't know where to start. I didn't even know how to approach attack.
It was very all out there. So I appreciate you for coming in and navigating through that one there because I was yeah.
Well, we all sticking around to see what happens with this case.
We'll be on
a whole lot more on the line.
Definitely an update.
The niggas going to jail. So,
all
right, y'all.
Have a good one.
Yes.
All right, baby. That has been another episode of More to Discuss One Time. I am your host, NunFlyyer, with my daughter and beautiful co-host, Tojo, and we'll see y'all a little later on. Oh wait,
peace.
Before that happens, do all of the social media.
That's it.
Because we almost let y'all go without telling y'all that.
Yes, you guys click that link in my bio. Okay, look, I made it to the third round. Click the link. Vote. I'm trying to get to the last round. Like,
hey, we were so anxious to get in up under that hour. That's crazy. We can't be doing that. We can't be brushing ourselves off to it. We getting stuff like this.
Yeah, I know for sure. But we trying to make it on the point.
But yeah, hit the button. Definitely go to Run the Line, the Instagram, your social stuff.
Yes, Instagram, the dot told you know what I'm saying. TikTok, Tojology, Instagram, Tojology as well for my business page. You know what I'm saying? NunFlyyer on everything over there. You know what's up. And yeah, see you guys next week.
Peace.
That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tuck into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you can't go get
bitch. You want to take it this time, right?
You guys are so hard.